When I was in high school, I read John Krakauer's book Into Thin Air. This book was his account of his expedition to summit Mount Everest, and I was captivated by his beautiful words and pictures. This was a story of modern-day adventure. In a world that has been almost completely explored, those of us who wish to push our limits and experience nature more fully must get a little more creative. I have always wanted to document an adventure experience, so a few years ago, my friend Ben and I set a goal: ride the 500-mile Colorado Trail on our mountain bikes completely under our own power. After a lot of preparation and a lot of training, we headed for Colorado. The first section of our ride started at the Waterton Canyon trailhead just south of Denver. After 40 miles, we left the trail and picked up our first detour around the Lost Creek Wilderness. Since wilderness areas are for foot traffic only, these detours allow cyclists to link up the rideable sections of trail. We rejoined the trail the next day and headed toward our first named passes of the trip: Kenosha Pass and Georgia Pass. From Georgia Pass, we began our first long descent to Gold Hill Trailhead on the outskirts of Breckenridge for our first resupply point in 3 days. We were excited to hit the trail. After a brief stop for some wildlife viewing, we continued climbing a dirt road until we split off onto our first single track of the trip. The first 3 days would be almost entirely uphill riding, or, often, hike-a-bike, but we were excited for the beauty and adventure that lay ahead.
So Andy, what happened?
Well,
Day one.
Trying to get a little rad, and then yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, we're fine. So you got after it on a corner a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, and the corner got after me.
Yeah.
This is okay. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
All right, day 2. We're on the Lost Creek Wilderness Detour, coming through some fairly steep gravel roads. Nothing awful. We've got some pavement ahead, some more dirt, plenty of up. We'll see where we get. Well, that about sums up the day.
That's right.
Welcome to evening number 2 of Dinner with Andy and Ben. Yeah, made it a little over 60 miles, and we were going uphill into the wind this time.
Yeah, that trail. Yeah.
That was awful.
Yeah, let's try again.
Kenosha Pass.
I go wander through the pines and make my way to nature's
our view this evening. Woo! Good stuff. We are camped back in those trees over here, right in there.
Okay,
Great day today.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Let's talk about it. But yeah, we had some screamer descents. We had the one off Georgia Pass, which was super steep and slow and chunky.
Yeah.
And not great.
It was not our favorite part.
No, it was a white knuckle bruiser. And this one that we're kind of still in the middle of, coming into Breckenridge, which is fast, flowy, and awesome. Probably my favorite descent so far of the trip.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. There were also ascents in between those, by the way. Don't be fooled. We did have to climb. Yeah.
Good day.
It was a really good day.
After a resupply point in Breckenridge, the trail climbs steeply to the top of the 10-mile range. From there, it drops down to the Copper Mountains Ski Resort before heading up a gorgeous valley to Searle Pass, dropping down into an alpine basin, and climbing again to Kokomo Pass. It then drops quickly and begins the second detour that takes riders into the town of Leadville. Our route, however, needed a bit of a change.
Yeah. Well, a little unexpected occurrence here. There's a fire up on the ridge, so this section is closed. So Ben and I are going to attempt to do a little bit of bike path, a little bit of highway riding, and try and pick up the trail on the other side. So we started here. Ben, what were we supposed to do?
This is what we were supposed to do. Where's 5 and 6 here and here?
Uh-huh.
We're supposed to go like this. And then probably right here.
Uh-huh.
Like that. And then we were supposed to do some more.
Uh-huh.
Hit here. And then off we go on the CT.
Instead, here's what we did. Woo! On a bike path. And that took us an hour and a half, if that.
We averaged 12 miles an hour going uphill.
That took us 8. See, that took us an hour.
Yeah.
All right, saving time.
We had the good fortune to run into Dave and Bob one morning. Dave is a trail adopter, meaning he and his friend Bob spend much of their free time managing the trail for others.
So how many days of work do you think you put into this section of trail that you adopted?
Oh, you're kidding. Since I adopted it?
Yeah.
1,600, 1,800 hours. If we start a project, we make sure to finish it. If we leave it undone, it's not safe.
Well, we'll appreciate it for sure when we get up there, and so will lots of other people.
It's fun to know the people that are doing the trail.
It is. It is.
As we're going up it, so.
Yeah, it makes you realize how much work goes into it.
Now, if you can just do something about the damn mosquitoes.
Well, yeah, if we figure anything out, we'll let you know. So, Bob, you moving that by yourself?
Yeah. Now, wait a minute. I helped a little.
Absolutely. Well, this is looking great. An impressive amount of work for 2 people. So.
We'll be thinking about you guys as we climb this thing.
Well, yeah, that's for sure.
Have a good ride.
Yeah. We will.
Ben and I had some first-hand experience with the amount of effort it takes to keep even a few miles of trail in good condition. The week before our ride, we spent 4 days working with the Colorado Trail Foundation crew to build new trail at Treeline. The multitude of beautiful hiking trails we have in the United States would not exist without the volunteer work of thousands of good-hearted individuals, but trail organizations always need more volunteers. If you use trails, help build them.
Ben, show me where the cool mountains are.
I've tried to cut these corners, tried to take the easy way. I kept on falling short of something.
Are you just filming us eating it?
Mm-hmm.
Need a cookie?
No, but I need more of these.
After Leadville, we spent one more day on the trail before riding into Buena Vista for a much anticipated rest day. The riding had been beautiful, but the trail had taken a toll on our bodies and spirits, and we needed to re-energize.
That'll do. That will do. Give the tent its first real test last night. Worked pretty well. Got a little damp on the inside, but kept us overall pretty dry. Thoughts on Burrito Man?
Pretty dry. Pretty cold.
Here's our dry hotel room. Give you the tour. Electronics charging station. Tent drying station. Ben cleaning station. 5 days of food right here.
The next leg of the CT spans over 200 miles and would take us 4.5 days until our next resupply point in Silverton. It is the most remote and least traveled section of the trail. We encountered 2 detours on this stretch, one of which took us around the Lagarita Wilderness before rejoining the CT at Spring Creek Pass. This is where the big mountains start. After climbing a few unnamed passes, the trail reaches its highest point at over 13,000 feet. From there, it remains over 12,000 feet and climbs and descends for 17 miles, most of which is unrideable, until reaching a 4-wheel drive road and a bone-jarring descent into the historic mining town of Silverton.
Well, here's Ben's first fall of the trip.
Yeah, you can see what I fell on, unfortunately.
His not so tough camera
Nope, it,
may not be with us the rest of the trip.
yep. Oh,
Scraped up the knee. It's gonna have a
hip, that's the worst
nice
part.
bruise on the hip.
Man, he's killing it.
How is it up there?
Pardon me?
How is it up there?
Well, are you talking about?
Ben demonstrating proper hike-a-bike technique.
Right.
Gradual progress. Made it up that. That was pretty brutal. And time to get moving. Hi there. How are you? Hello everyone, welcome to a special morning edition of What Just Happened with Ben and Andy. So we rolled in last night at like 7:45. It was a long day.
Yep.
And due to hunger, tiredness, and general lack of motivation, we went to bed. And so we'll give you a little recap this morning. Yesterday we got over 40 miles again, which we did not anticipate.
Not at all.
Because we had a long climb up to gain the Continental Divide. We had like 3,000 feet.
Mm-hmm.
We had some nice downhill riding on the Continental Divide.
Mm-hmm. Got down, some chunky, some flowy, got onto a dirt road, rode down a dirt road for a while. And then the last, what?
Probably the worst single track I've ever ridden.
Yeah, and it was probably 10 miles. No,
Yeah.
13 miles.
Yeah.
We had 13 miles of absolutely horrific single track. They were just huge ruts, unrideable.
Big loose rock.
Yeah, big chunky rocks, incredibly steep.
Yeah.
Just not fun, and it was just a bad way to end the night. Probably
Yeah.
our worst section of riding.
Well, we were tired by then too.
We were tired too,
So.
but yeah, that was some ugly stuff. We've been
We'll
riding
find
up a
out.
meadow section, which is a gradual incline. It was a beautiful
This has
ending.
been pretty nice, yeah.
It's just we were so beat up by that nasty section of trail that we
We
kind
just-
of hardly noticed it.
We just wanted to be done at that point. Well, we either just finished or are just starting Sergeant's Mesa, which is infamous for some reason that we're not sure of yet. Well, we've discovered the dark secret of Sergeant's Mesa. It's not actually a trail, it's just a pile of rocks you're supposed to walk your bike on. We're hopeful this doesn't last for the next 12 miles, but we'll see. Well, Sergeant's Mesa lived up to its reputation.
It did. Yeah, some of the downhills we can ride.
Yeah. This is looking better, so we're gonna hope that continues, but find out.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
Ben, what'd you just see?
It was just a cougar just walking up into the forest
Is
over
it-
there.
was
No
that
big
your-
deal.
Was that your cougar call?
That was my cougar call.
Nice.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
Sweet. We ran to the trip while riding. Putting on rain jackets.
Yep.
Hi there. This is gonna end so well. Would you like help?
Nope.
Great. Good. And he's out of there. All right. There. All right. Hi there. I mean, that would be fantastic. Thanks so much for doing this. This is fantastic. Okay, perfect. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Well, I want to know all about what you're doing here.
I'm an angel, a trail angel.
Do you
This
just
is
like
unbelievable.
contact them and they say,
Best?
okay, you can be an angel, or do you just go be an angel?
Just go be an angel. You say you're an angel, you're an angel. No, we actually we prefer that you have at least a master's degree.
Start the Lagarita detour. It is gorgeous out here.
Well, I'm glad that was captured.
Did you check out the view yet?
I saw just a sneak peek up there, but what's up there? Oh my god. That's awesome.
That's fantastic. You're doing excellent work.
Thanks, dude.
It's the last day before Silverton. Pickings are getting a little slim, so Ben's doing some inventory over here.
Yes.
How's it looking?
Well, I'm wanting to eat more food.
That is available.
Tomorrow, I have saved 2 burritos, so that's good.
Nice.
I'll have a Stinger Energy gummy thing.
Okay.
I've got 3 Cliff Bars.
Oh, that's enough for like days.
So that's what I'll eat for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be a little lean,
Or I could eat these.
but we'll make it work.
Cliff Bar. I'll eat these tonight.
Well,
That's breakfast and lunch.
let's see what I got over here. I have great news. Made a wonderful discovery. I have not 3, but 4 Cliff Bars. I also have 2 Snickers, a Honey Stinger, a little less than a quarter bag of almonds, mangoes, have some apricots too, and 2 burritos. I'm feeling pretty good. It's way better than that measly pile over there. Well, I don't know if you can see anything, but it's been a bit of a wet night.
All night.
Wow.
That was actually a pretty fun section.
That was fun.
Not gonna lie, despite the cold.
The cold and the wet.
1,000 million feet.
Yeah, I know, I'm feeling the altitude a little bit too. There's our high point. There's Ben making his way up. And that is our view. To the left, our view to the right. Pretty steep up there. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. It's 13,000 feet. So there might be another hill yet.
Feed every soul in need. Oh, worn by the
Oh man, that's steep.
We're making it.
We're making it. We're getting there.
Nasty climb though.
It is.
Getting there pretty close.
I don't know how many. We've done 3. This is 4. This is 3. This is 4. I think it's the 4th pass. We think we have somewhere between 5 and 7 total. So we'll get there.
We did get there, but we were exhausted, hungry, wet, and in need of an uplifting evening. We found one at the Blair Street Hostel, an affordable, welcoming accommodation catering to CT travelers and their companions. We discovered, however, that my GoPro had sustained significant water damage during the rain the night before and would be out of commission for the rest of the trip. Our final 2 days and 74 miles were going to take determination to complete, but for the first time we could sense the finish line. A few highway miles end the Weminuche Wilderness Detour, and the trail then climbs and descends through gorgeous but difficult alpine single track. Cresting Black Hawk Pass takes riders on a long downhill and then mercifully rideable ridgeline before a long hike-a-bike up Indian Trail Ridge and steep descent to Kennebec Pass. From there, riders are treated to a glorious 5,000-foot descent with one moderate uphill down to the CT's southern terminus at Junction Creek Trailhead, just outside of Durango.
Top of Black Hawk Pass. Gorgeous up here.
You ready? Yep. Welcome everyone to the final installment of Ben and Andy's Big Adventure.
Yes. So
So
right
let's talk
now
about-
we made it to Durango.
Yes!
It was awesome.
We did it!
We're alive. I think we're healthy. We're both probably about 20 pounds thinner, but it's fine.
Not that many, but we are definitely thinner than
We've
we
gotten a
were
little
when
bit thinner.
started.
We
That's true.
definitely were calorie deficient. So anyway, good trip. We made it.
Yep.
We're excited to be done and back where we can take showers and drink water from a tap and
For sure.
you
Eat as
know,
much food as we want.
yeah, just go buy food whenever we need
Yeah.
it instead of rationing out our Snickers bars and our Clif bars. But yeah, cool experience.
Great experience.
Easy now, no need to go down. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that, run that, this how we from. Easy now, no need to go down. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that, run that, this how we from. When you run, come around, 'cause know you're the talk of the town, yeah. When you run, come around, 'cause know you're the talk of the town, yeah. When you run, come around, 'cause know you're the talk of the town, yeah. When you run, come around, 'cause know you're the talk of the town, yeah. When you run, come around, 'cause know you're the talk of the town, yeah. When you run, come around, 'cause know you're the talk of the town, yeah. When you run, come around, 'cause know you're the talk of the town, yeah. When you run, come around, 'cause know you're the talk of the town, yeah. Easy now, no need figure down, just walk it gently and no block up no pound, cool endedly. You have a style of your own. Me never know I saw you master the saxophone. 'Cause you sound like the talk of the town, yeah. I'm lucky when you run, come around, yeah. Make me wobble, you make me whole body bubble. And me know I say a trouble when you're ready for the double and you hit that. No